Okay, it looks like it's time to pack up the gear and hit the road. So the first order of business in getting that done is I got to go get the gear. So let's go over to the storage unit and pull some gear out. Let's go. Now, I don't have to take a lot of stuff with me because the producers have supplied a pretty nice drum kit out there. It's a Tay Studio Maple. Toms are 10, 12, and 16, 22-inch bass drum. And I've got two snare drums out there, both 14 by 5. One's a Pearl 10 lug maple, and the other is a modern Leedy, and I think it's also maple. Between the two of those, they certainly get the job done. And let's see, here we go. My Tama Throne, first chair drum throne by Tama. About the only piece of Tama gear that I bought that has ever agreed with me. For some reason, Tama and I just don't get along. Don't know what it is, but I sure love this throne. You can keep your rock and sock, you can keep your Gibraltar, you can keep your pork pie, you can keep your whatever. Folding back rest, of course, so it's easy to pack up. You can see it's been folded for a while. Goes on any kind of spindle. Lots of adjustments back here. You can adjust the height. I'm missing the bolt right there, so I'll find that somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I like that a lot. So there's that. And hearing protection, of course, for warming up, and I also use them during the show. I typically use in-ear monitors, and then I'll put these on over top of that just to keep the ambient noise as low as possible, and that way I don't have to monitor very loud. It's kind of a cool trick. And let's see, here's a little stick tray thing. Let's see, Stag makes that. It's not really a stick tray, but that's how I use it. I think it's supposed to be clamped onto a music stand for reeds or mutes or whatever, but it makes a great little stick tray. I like it a lot. And let's see, here is the old Pearl Power Shifter pedal. Boy, that thing's been through a lot. It's just worn up all to bits. Strap drive. I love a strap drive pedal. I don't know what it is, but it just feels best to me. And you know what? Since they've gone to this Kevlar strap from the leather, I've never broken one. Ever. I do keep a spare strap, of course, but I have never had to use it. The beater is from Creative Percussion, and as you can tell, it looks like a skateboard wheel, and I think that's exactly what it is. It is mounted on a little axis right here, so you can line it up so it strikes the head absolutely perpendicular, which is what I like. And it's got some nice weight to it, so you get a serious thump out of it. And I like the pink, that's kind of nice. And a couple of parts, cymbal arm. This L arm that I use to attach the stick tray to the Gibraltar rack that we use on the road. That makes it handy. And I love these little Tama quick release cymbal nuts here. Keep your stuff on quick and easy, and since you're not fiddling around spinning a wing nut in the dark, you don't really lose them. Tripod for the throne, of course, and my pride and joy, my ancient Peter Erskine freestanding stick bag, back when it was made by Yamaha. Love this thing to death. Just the coolest stick bag ever. Let's see, we can open her up here. Bada bing, bada boom. And you got your sticks and a shelf. All kinds of stuff here. Drum key, of course. My in-ears, sticks. Los Cabos 5B. I love the red hickory. They just wear forever and they feel great. Love them to death. Got some spares of whatever else, some Vader 5Bs, the Talawan, I think I use on one tune, and the Ron Vaughn cymbal mallets. This is what, number 4? Yeah, number 4 cymbal mallet. Love it a lot. Love it a lot. Great rattan. Beautiful. So that's the rundown there. That's about all there is to it. Alright, stick control. Can't do without that. It's kind of the Bible on the road. That'll keep you in shape. Old Tri-City News from Asbury Park. I'm not sure what that's doing in there, but it can go away. Spare parts. Spare sticks. Spare beater. That's a low boy beater that I tried at one point. Had to shave the face down. One of the carpenters on the show did that for me. Just trying to get it to hit flat on the bass drum head. And it's a little light for me. Ended up not liking it so much. I mean, it's a fine beater, and the shaft is awesome. You're never going to bend that thing. But it just didn't work for me. But it's a nice beater. It might work for you. There we go. Spare sticks, spare mallets. Reamer sticks for some reason. Not sure why I brought those. Another bass drum beater. All kinds of spares. And just more spares. Lots of spare parts. MIDI cable. Yeah, I tried the Ahead aluminum stick. Just didn't work out. I bent them real quick. So, good try. Didn't work. Earplugs. You always need earplugs for anything. A couple of 9 volts, because you never know when you need a 9 volt. TuneBot. Now, I enjoy using the TuneBot. A lot of guys scoff at him, and that's okay. You know, you can use your ears. I tune pretty well as it is, but this thing is just so fast when you can, when you get things dialed in and make note of what the numbers are. When you need to change heads real quick, I mean, it's just so fast to get you there. And then, you know, just fine tune a little bit by ear once you get it where you want it. A spare clutch. You always need a spare clutch. And oh yeah, this little puppy here, the rim riser. Now I love me some rim riser. If you don't know what a rim riser is, well, you're looking at one. It's a piece of rim that's been cut and shaped to give you a spacer and an extra long tension rod, and you just replace the tension rod on your snare drum in the appropriate spot, and then you use this for your cross stick. And boy, the consistency and sound is just fabulous. I love it to death. And it's so quick and easy, and it keeps your hand up off the head of the drum, so you get just a slight bit more resonance, I think. Now I've got 2 of these. I have this steel one here, but I'm also using a maple one. I prefer the maple one because it gives you a little thicker clunk. Gives you just a little better sound. This is a little sharper, and I like it too. I don't dislike it at all. In fact, I was using this one first before I got the maple one. Take a look at the rim riser if you're so inclined. I think you might enjoy using that. I know I do. It helps give me a consistent sound. A little treble light here. Looks like that needs battery soon. And this is a little line mixer. Just 1/4-inch inputs, headphone out, so I can run. I could run a metronome through there if I wanted to, assuming I had the right connectors, or you know, any number of things. I brought that along just to have it. I end up not really using it for anything, but I kind of like to have it. I've had this thing probably 20 years, 30 years, probably 30 years, hanging in there. But, you know, this is just kind of my catch-all for parts. Wing nuts, you're always going to need extra wing nuts. And it's some Gibraltar cymbal snap thing that doesn't work worth a crap, so I don't worry about it. What is it? Some kind of hum lifter? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Clean box 2. Input, output. I carry it, I don't use it. I'm not sure why I thought I needed that. But anyway, that'll probably stay home this time. I don't think I used it. More spare parts. Parts. You always need parts. So anyway, this is all spare sticks and parts. And they just travel in the old anvil case. Got that all packed back up. Get out of here. One more thing to show you. Yeah, cymbals. Okay, let's talk cymbals. I bring my own cymbals, of course, and I think most of you would too. Nothing in there. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know when I started, I was using all Soultone cymbals, and they were fine. I liked them a lot. That's why I used them. But I've slowly grown away from them, and I've switched up to all Paiste. Now, I play these because I like them. They don't give them to me. And this is the selection I like right now. Ride cymbal. That's an old 3000 series power ride, 20-inch. They made a ton of these. You see them everywhere. But I love it to death. It's the signature alloy, or no, I'm sorry, it's the 2002 alloy, but it has more of a signature style lathing on it, which I think opens it up a little bit and gives it a little more shimmer. Power ride. It's a nice cymbal. Like it a lot. Now, the ubiquitous Giant Beat, that's an 18. That's pretty well worn. Had that one quite a while. But again, love it to death. Warm. Smooth. Great for suspended cymbal rolls. That's where I mostly use that one. Now for crashes, I've gone with one of their newer series. These are the Signature Precision. Now, it's a less expensive version of the Signature, and I think it's because it's a lot more machine-made than handmade, which is fine for me in a live situation, especially on the road. You don't necessarily want all your best gear out there because stuff does kind of get beaten up a little bit. But this is an 18. Sounds great. Sounds great under mics. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. 18. And wouldn't you know, surprise, surprise, there was 17. I think the 17 is probably my favorite. Yeah, that's a nice cymbal. Really nice cymbal. And this is a 16 thin. I like it because it opens up a whole lot quicker. You don't have to hit it very hard. I'll use this in quieter passages in the show, as you might imagine. But you hear how pure that tone is. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just rock solid. Splashy Splash. That's a 10-inch Signature. That's a regular Signature Splash. If there's a weak link in the Signature Precision line, I think it's with the splashes. So I went with a regular Signature on that. Now my hats that I'm using, now you're going to laugh, but that's okay. I don't care. Kind of a Frankenstein. 3000 series, Sound Edge bottom, 14-inch. Old as the hills, kind of beaten up. What was that, 87? From 1987, so, you know, do the math. But a great cymbal. And I've paired it with a Rude top. Very meaty, very washy, very aggressive. That sound edge really helps. You never get airlock on your hi-hats. But the Rude can obviously take a beating. That's what it's there for. And I think it kind of fits the Rent kind of, you know, it's certainly not pop punk at the time, but, you know, the way I play it, yeah, it kind of has some of those elements. So that's the cymbal setup. And it works pretty well. Oh, let me get these packed up, and I want to show you something. Well, here's a handy tip. I use this little sheet polyurethane I got at an upholstery shop for separators. Works very well. It's thin, very thin. The 218 stay together because they fit very well. And this leather cymbal bag, that's a cack sack, made in Brooklyn. Got that, man, probably at Manny's. I think this was like the first major purchase I made when I got to the city, and in about the year 99 or 2000. But yeah, I had to have a cool cymbal bag, so yeah, I got the cool cymbal bag. And I like taking it around with me because it's very handy, and you know, I don't mind if it gets, you know, it's obviously pretty scuffed up, but it's not going anywhere. I'm not selling it, so you know, I don't care about resale. But since I have to ship it out, I need to put it in a box. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, but then I found this thing. It's the medium TV picture box. It comes in two sections, and they telescope together, you know, one on top of the other. And what you do, take your soft cymbal bag, and they give you this big plastic bag that you would typically put your flat screen TV, because this is designed to ship a flat screen TV or a computer monitor. So you stick that there, slide your cymbal bag right down inside. It just bulges out just a little bit. Telescope the top on. Take the hell out of it and ship it out. I think it's pretty handy. So you've got, you know, double cardboard all the way around, and then the leather of the cymbal bag. I don't think anything's going to happen to those cymbals. So once I get out there and have a chance, I'll show you everything in context and all set up, and give you a tour of the drum booth and everything once we're underway again, which should just be just a matter of days from now. It's not long at all. So anyway, stay tuned, hang in there, subscribe if you're not already, and I appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.